A spokesperson for the Ukrainian leader says Kiev and Moscow are currently discussing a place and a time to hold talks, with hopes high that a blanket of calm might be agreed to. Earlier on Friday, the Kremlin suggested that the two sides could meet in the capital of Belarus, but Ukrainian officials say that Warsaw in Poland is a better venue. A spokesperson for the US State Department says Russia's offer of negotiations is nothing other than an attempt to conduct diplomacy at the barrel of a gun. Well, for more on this, we can speak now to our international affairs commentator, Armen Georgian, who's back with us here in the studio. Armen, talks are certainly being talked about, but the big question must surely be, are they actually going to happen?
Yeah, I'm really not sure that they are, Thomas. I mean, there's a lot of things sort of going against talks actually proceeding. I mean, first of all, as we've seen with these videos of President Zelensky being out and about, it's very important for him to be seen to be there and, you know, trying to sort of raise everyone's spirits, to send this message to all his fellow countrymen and women that he is still, you know, leading from the capital, sharing, at least to some extent, in the hardships of what everyone else is doing. And when he said in response to the US offer to evacuate, I need more ammunition, I don't need a ride, that's the kind of message that works well if he's actually there. It's not the kind of message he can easily send out if he's in Poland or Jerusalem or somewhere else. When I say Jerusalem, the reason I mention that is because there have been reports in Israeli media that the Israeli Prime Minister has been approached to possibly mediate between Russia and Ukraine. But I think this is very, very hypothetical, Thomas, because first of all, for Zelensky to leave and to come back is very complicated for obvious reasons. Security, safety of flying somewhere. And the other thing is, I think any sort of negotiation obviously reflects facts on the ground. In any conflict, the various sides will only negotiate, will only start when they think they've got at least a tactical advantage on the ground. I'm not sure whether at the moment it's clear who has an advantage. I mean, it seems like, I don't know if we can say it's a stalemate, but certainly there's no decisive Russian victory as of this Saturday morning. There's no decisive pushing back of Russian forces by Ukrainian forces on all fronts. So I think overall it's unclear how this war is going to go in the next few days. But until that does become clear, I wouldn't put any bets on negotiations until the two sides essentially see what they have going into negotiations, of what they can actually demand. But at the moment, I'd be very surprised if Ukrainian authorities agreed to talk to Putin, quite simply because for weeks he was talking to Western interlocutors about how can we find a solution through the Minsk process, all the while planning this huge attack on Ukraine. So why at this point would the authorities in Kiev engage with him on that basis?
Okay, Armen Georgian, thank you very much.